I'm a fan of both guys. But I think Yuri's gonna win that one for some reason. It's a weird position because if Alex does get his belt back, he's beat. Do we do another Yuri fight? And I think it's too recent that Roundtree, they just fought to get back in there again. So way down the line, it's tough to call. But in this moment, I think Yuri's gonna get his hand raised.
Honestly, any fight Yuri's in, I have no idea what's going to happen. Okay,
yeah.
but I will say Khalil's going to come out strong. He's going to, if he doesn't knock Yuri out in the first, he's not going to win that fight. Okay, that's just how Yuri operates. If you don't get him out of there, you don't win the fight against him.
Could be.
I'm going to go Yuri.
Technically.
I'm going to go Yuri because in some crazy world, he fights his way back up to fight Pereira for a third time.
I'm actually going with Yuri. I think what makes Khalil so dangerous is his leg kicks. He's a big puncher, but he's not the greatest boxer, right? Like he's not like boxing, like setting up traps as a boxer. He does he's a powerful puncher, but his kicks are what makes him most dangerous. I think that Yuri's movement should eliminate the kicks. And then just his weird angles of finding ways to hit people. I think that he's going to be able to touch Khalil up a bit and probably knock him out, I think.
I like this fight. I like Khalil. I feel like Khalil's very problematic, southpaw, very explosive. But Yuri, dude, he said something that really changed my mind with him. And I know that he's starting to understand the game. He says, I can still keep my style, but I got to keep my hands up. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody's focused more on their defense more than anything, bro, with the level change and the unorthodox fighting that he does, it's only gonna make him. It's only gonna make him that more dangerous. So for that reason, I gotta go with my boy Jiri Prochazka.
You don't want to take too many shots from someone like Khalil Rountree. He hits you in the right spot at the right time, and you don't get back up. And we know that Prochazka can get hurt and can get knocked out. And I think that Rountree has gotten so much better at moving his feet, and getting in, getting out, and not forcing things. I think if Prochazka is much better defensively, I think Prochazka can absolutely win this fight. We know how good his offense is and how awkward and unorthodox it is to fight someone like him. It's only something that you can experience in real time. How Rountree adjusts to that, it's going to be interesting. However, I agree, Brian. I think you got to go with the underdog here in this fight. I like Rountree. I think he's the more powerful guy. If he does land that one shot, I think he wins this. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this by knockout. So give me Khalil Rountree.
I'd give the edge to Yuri. Just the awkwardness, the his physical gifts, and the leg kicks of Khalil could be an equalizer for in that fight, just because there's been times where Khalil's been susceptible to leg kicks, but it's a good fight. I believe the 205 division is in a really, really good place. There's a lot of good matchups. There's a lot of fun matchups. Win or lose, I had fun in the matchups that I was a part of, and it's all about putting on the show. I want to see a show, right? That's what 205 does. We put on shows. We put people to sleep and we put people down.
I think Jiri Prochazka is incredibly dangerous. His movements are completely different than most of the guys in the division. But I think with a guy as solid, as grounded as Khalil Rountree, I think it's going to be, that's going to be too problematic for a guy like Jiri, who is basically relying on the weird unorthodox movement that potentially, like you said, Henry, leaves his hands down sometimes, potentially leaves him open for strikes. Khalil Rountree is extremely dangerous. He's extremely fast. He's extremely strong, and he hits really dang hard. And so I just think that Yuri's going to create those openings, and Khalil Rountree might find the button.
Jiri just brings such an unorthodox style that, it'll be interesting to see how Rountree, even though I know he's gotten so much better, how is he going to handle that, unpredictable style from Jiri, where Yuri's putting that pressure, forcing you to fight, and, is he going to take them chances and land them big bobs that he can? I might have, I'm a big fan of both guys. I'm just friendly with everyone. I hate having to pick, right? Because I get along with everyone. Volk just gets along with everyone. I've always got to pick, but that is what we need to do. I am gonna still go with Jiri. I think he's just unpredictable. He could definitely get caught. The only thing is, he takes a lot of risks. That's why he can be so effective. But early on, Rountree is going to bomb him while he's doing that, I believe. So there'll be opportunities for him to catch him. So Rountree could definitely catch him early, but I'm probably going to go with Jiri. Ooh, that's a tricky one. That was hard for me to.
Khalil Rountree versus Jiri Prochazka. It's an amazing fight. That's a main event and every other card except a pay-per-view card. I think Khalil Rountree is gonna win this fight. I think it's gonna be crazy. I'm so I like both guys a lot. Both guys are entertaining. I just want Khalil Rountree to win because I want him to pass Carlos Alberg and fight the rematch with Shama, because that fight is all over, man, fight of the year, so I want that fight to happen again.
I think Khalil's going to give him problems in round 1, but I'm not confident enough to say that Khalil finishes him in round 1 by TKO. I'm really not. I don't think he's going to. I think the low kicks could be a problem for Jiri. He's learned to deal with them a little bit better than before, but they have been a problem for him in the first fight with Pereira and the second fight with Pereira, and even the fight against Alexander Rakic as well, but he tanked through him. And I reckon that's what we're looking for here. In round 2 or 3, we're looking for Jiri to do that thing that will make Khalil Rountree think, fuck, oh God. You know what I mean? This isn't an easy to control guy. This is a different kind of animal that I'm in here with. And I think that's where Jiri Prochazka can push and break and TKO in the 2nd or 3rd round. So I'm going to say that Jiri Prochazka gets a 3rd round TKO win.
Rountree versus Prochazka, it's a very fun fight. Now with that fight, I think it's very important because Prochazka started building himself back up after that loss to Pereira. And then of course, this is Rountree's first fight back. Actually, no, it's his 2nd fight after Jamal Hill. In that fight, he looked amazing. He looked great in that fight. So obviously he didn't suffer too much from the Alex Pereira loss. So I think for him to win this fight, he's going to need to defend those takedowns, because I think that's Prochazka's key to victory, is getting the fight down. People have been able to clip him in many fights. But with Rountree, the way that guy hits, I don't think anybody really takes those clips very well. So I honestly think if I have to make a prediction in this, I'm going to go Rountree. I just think in his last few fights, even against Pereira, he looked absolutely fantastic up until he didn't. And yeah, I'm going to pick him for that one.
The returning Khalil Rountree, who just fought back in late June in Baku. Tremendous win over Jamal Hill. A beautiful performance, in my opinion, going up against Jiri Prochazka. Yes, they are giving us this fight, a potential #1 contender fight at 205 pounds on the same card in which the title is being defended. I love this fight. This is the fight that I wanted to see after Jiri beat Jamal back in January in Inglewood, California. That was his last performance. I thought they would book them. They didn't. They booked Jamal against Khalil Rountree in April. That fight got scrapped. They moved it to June. Rountree proves his point, exclamation point, 5-round, dominant performance, and now these two are going to fight. That fight is going to be absurd. I think of all the fights announced today, that might be my favorite one. That fight is going to be absurd. The striking, the battle on the feet. I don't know if a single takedown will be attempted, a single shot in that fight. I cannot wait for those two. Do not blink. 3 rounds, by the way.
I think Khalil's so tough that Jiri might crack a little bit mentally. But usually Yuri's mindset is so strong. He's like this warrior style. And I think Khalil, when he does get hit with some shit and gets hurt, he kind of calls it a night. I mean, but he's fighting the baddest, toughest. So what do I know, you know? So I think Khalil can definitely win. He's very dangerous. And Jiri's hittable because he's willing to fight. But yeah, I'm gonna go Khalil. I'm gonna go